So, Tracy,
Yeah.
you've invited me to your wonderful yoga community in March and then again in May, and I'm so excited. We've known each other for almost not 20 years, maybe 15 years.
Yeah, 2008, 2007,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. So, why did you ask me to come out there?
Well, I had such a good time with you the first time you were here. I figured why not bring you back and introduce you to a lot more of Northeast Ohio.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was really touched when you reached out. I know we'd been corresponding on social media forever, like, oh, we gotta do something, we gotta do something. And now we're doing it. And I'm totally honored. I'm so grateful that you've reached out and you're creating this space for me to share some of the wonderful, the
Yeah.
wonderful things that I do.
Yeah.
So, yes. So you had asked me to do a sound healing experience, and I mentioned that I have this amazing thing I call the Archangel Experience, and it's very multidimensional. I am a sound healer, also a composer with a master's in composition from UMass Amherst, and I'm also a white time gemstone and crystal healing master. And I have developed all these wonderful layouts, and I've created all this music, and my guides told me to put some things together. I work very closely with archangels and other sorts of angelic beings, and I had already brought through a gemstone layout that connects with Archangel Michael and the angelic host, and also a gemstone layout for Archangel Uriel, who's actually one of the first archangels. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's the third arch. Wait, he's the third archangel to introduce himself to me through a crystal, actually. It was very interesting. Gabriel was the fourth. I've met all four archangels, some in bodies, some in a lucid dream state, and it's I've got very interesting stories about archangels. Nevertheless, I then I created these two half-hour sound meditations, and when I say
Mhm.
create, I channel this information. It's a lot of work with the higher beings. I actually put crystals around me, Lemurian seed crystals, and apophyllite, and those are two of my most favorite crystals to work with. And if you sign up for the intuitive crystal workshop, I'm also offering that you will start to learn how to use Lemurian seed crystals and apophyllite to really enhance your life in terms of your own inner potential and intuition, and also connecting with your guides and angelic beings who are here to support and help us. So the Archangel Experience is there's two options. You can attend as a general admission, and I have specially charged two agate stones to carry the entire frequency of the complete layout for each archangel. So if you're coming for general admission, you'll receive two of these stones. They'll be labeled, one for Archangel Michael and one for Archangel Uriel, again with the entire frequency of that layout experience infused into that one gemstone. And everyone's going to be lying down on yoga mats, assumedly, for at least a half an hour. So just be mindful. You're going to do that twice as we simply allow the sound of the meditation as you meditate on the archangel, and the music and the sound and the frequencies and activation codes that are in the music and sound while experiencing the energy of the layout. It's so fantastic. So there's another option is to get the VIP treatment, which involves actually getting every single stone from the layout placed on your body. It is a bit more extensive in its experience, simply because you have all of the different stones vibrating at once. Whereas the gemstone, the single gemstone, it's more of a subtle energy that's placed on your heart, but it still makes the link to that archangel. And everyone gets the small stones, and the larger layouts, they're on sale. There's some very expensive gemstones in them, but if you're inspired and interested, I'll have copies of the CD which I've released called the Archangel Experiences Part 1 and 2, which has each half-hour meditation on it for Michael and Uriel. And then you can buy the kits, and the kits are $100 for both of them, and they'll be in a box There'll be, I think, I'll have a page on my website that you can go to with pictures of it, and also some information about the archangels and some channeled messages that they provided for me when I finished this project. And I'll read those out loud at the beginning of each meditation. It's unclear as to whether or not I will do any live sound healing. And if I do, if Tracie can find some crystal bowls, I'm
Yeah,
talking
yes,
as if
good
you're
call.
in or this is the one that comes and travels with me everywhere. I do channel angelic frequencies with my voice in crystal bowls. And in fact, my voice does appear on both of the meditations. So, and I'll probably bring something to bring in everyone in an initial meditation. So, I'm talking a lot. Do you want to add anything?
Um, if you could maybe talk, what are some of the benefits of doing a crystal healing layout? Like, why would somebody want to do it? Like, I love the experience of it. I think it's very healing and calming and relaxing, but talk a little bit about that, if possible.
Sure. There are layouts with purposes that range from relaxation. There's a layout called deep relaxation, and all the way through mental strength or spiritual strength, connecting with nature, connecting as you go up. There's one specific for the chakras. There's ones that do a complete deep healing on the physical body, and a couple that are so powerful they actually heal the structures of the soul. And as you move through, there's ones for specific colors to create balanced color. Color is very important for one's health. And as you progress even further, there's ones that support the evolving chakras and the new energies coming in with the new earth, and ultimately energies that connect you, layouts that connect you with cosmic forces, different types of angels, archangels, divine energies. There's layouts that go from basic to wowee. And so, depending on where you are and what you want to accomplish with yourself, we can target specific goals in your physical health, managing pain, managing stress, emotional stress. You can be more in touch with nature, more connected to Mother Earth. There's a layout that increases your creativity. And these are just the ones in the Universal White Time Gemstone Healing Library. I have many layouts I brought through on my own with my White Time Gemstone Master Guides. Uh, a lot of them have to do with healing childhood trauma, past life trauma, balancing past life powers, connecting with other beings. There's one for Saint Germain right now. I'm working on one for Archangel Metatron. And so how they work. So you get the idea. There's a lot to choose from, and how they work is the true power and science of crystal and gemstone healing is somewhat touched upon in most of the literature on planet Earth. But really, it's about the unique frequencies and their vibrational properties of each different type of gemstone on the planet, and when they're combined in an intelligent way, they create a composite frequency. And this particular frequency, which is known to the higher beings that created this course of study for us, that they have these very specific effects. So there's a layout there's two layouts for the blood. There's one to cleanse the blood, and there's one to raise the blood's frequency. And we're talking all memories are stored in your blood. So if you have trauma or you had gone through chemotherapy or something, these layouts will cleanse your blood of all energy that you don't need anymore. And then the next one raises the frequency so that you can connect more readily with the higher frequencies around. And through the law of attraction, which is it's one of the universal laws, if you're carrying the frequency of let's just say of nature beings, right? You carry it within you, and you go into the woods. You'll have a deeper experience when you connect with them through meditation, or you may even see fairies, or just really have a positive influence on nature, simply because you have that vibration within you. When you receive a gemstone layout treatment, the energy of that layout is imprinted not at your cellular level, not at your molecular level, but actually at your subatomic level. That's where the frequency is basically infused, and that frequency will remain within you. And research has shown about 4 years until in which time it just kind of fades away.
Oh,
So I often repeat some of the layouts, some of the more powerful ones, to regain my connection. It's like oh, I really connected with this great friend, and yay! And then you think about them a lot, and then they kind of fade from your memory. And like, oh wait, I remember that person. And you got to connect with them again, and then you connect with them again, and you don't talk to them again for 4 years. That's kind of like the gemstone layouts in a sense. So, and you can infuse as many frequencies you want in your body. It just makes you more vibrant. And as we know, positive vibrations are contagious. You become a beacon, a vibrating beacon of light, and you affect positive change. And when the internal environment changes, so too does your external. It's a mirror. So when you do all this work, you imbue yourself with all this wonderful energy, connect with all these different angelic beings who are constantly around you and working with you. You can guarantee that your life situation is going to improve. Your wellness factor, your happiness, the way you manage stress, the way you respond to situations instead of react. You have more of a presence of love and grounded and centeredness. And keep in mind, the minerals are the oldest and most abundant kingdom of life on the planet. And when you start working with them and working with their energies, you are connecting with essentially all of life. Because all of the plants and all of the animals are made from the minerals. So you just have this massive, it's an expansion. Like you have people have these peak experiences of being one with all. Well, they don't have to be peak. That can be your average day. And that the crystals and gemstones are the gateway to this expanded awareness. So
would you say that the connecting with the crystals and the minerals is connecting with basically unconditional love, or they just vibrate at that level?
there are a few forces in the universe. There certainly is unconditional love. There's also divine light or different qualities of light. Crystals are of the light, and love is always right there. Love is a very luminous energy. Love is a force. I would say light is, what is light? Light's not a, light is a power.
Mm.
So there's force and power. Love, they're two different things. And yeah, but yes, crystals, they know only perfection. They are perfect manifestations of light and consciousness in the physical dimension. And that's why the most pure and clear crystals and gemstones are so sought after, because they represent the perfection of the divine. And it's just you feel that, and you're drawn into that, and how can you not love? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So because of this amazing energy that you get from crystals, that's why we decided to do a workshop with crystals and healing, right? So
yes,
that's going to be like, it's a 4 hour workshop. Is that correct? From like 1 to 5? Is that what it is?
yeah, yep.
Sunday?
I I always put a lot in my workshops. There's usually like a 10, 12. This one might be like a 14 or 15 page handout. Basically, it's an ebook. I should probably be publishing it.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
and per our previous conversations, I've stacked it full of most of the goodies. But these are introductory goodies. I don't want to overwhelm. There
Mm.
is a whole field of study, a whole encyclopedia of knowledge, and it's not necessarily book learned either. It's about experiencing the vibrations. But I'll be talking about basic care programming, crystal grids you asked about. We'll do how to do that, and you can play with them. Intuitive, working with stones intuitively, and of course the Lemurian seed crystals, which are so important for human awakening right now. They are keys to unlock our inner potential, and just leave it like that. I will have many crystals and gemstones on hand for sale for adoption because they're alive.
Mhm.
You don't buy the puppy, you adopt the puppy. You don't buy the
Yeah.
Lemurian seed crystal, you adopt it. There's no paperwork, don't worry. Um, you don't have to feed them, you don't have to walk them, but every so often you might give them a bath and put them out in the sun.
Or the
So,
movie.
bath and tan, bath and tan. But yeah, and so I'm just very excited to inspire people,
Mhm.
anyone who has any interest in crystals. This workshop is to give you a good indication of how amazing crystals are. There's some wonderful meditations I'm including in it that actually connect you with. Well, you'll have to see, but they're very cool. There's two of them, and also it's to gain interest in the larger level one universal white time gemstone healing class that we're gonna come back for in May. And these classes, there's four levels. They they are unlike any gemstone or crystal education in the world, quite literally because they're not of this world. It's the knowledge and the energy from higher beings giving to us so that we can accelerate our growth and healing. And they do have initiations in them, and these initiations connect the practitioner with the consciousness of crystals and gemstones. So this will really increase your awareness and ability of how to work with and understand crystals. So it's very unique, and I am one of the only people who's trained in this modality in the United States. It's fairly new, came from Europe, from Sweden, and I just became one of the leading representatives because it was such a tremendous experience for me when I connected with this energy and this knowledge. So yeah, so this is the pioneering information here, Tracie. This is new knowledge, new energy, and you're helping to spread it and spread the awareness. So thank you so much.
So excited to have you. Can't wait.
Yeah, yeah. Any other questions? This went on a little longer than I thought, but
Oh, we can cut up if we want to. Let's see. I don't know if I have any other questions. I feel like when you're not doing crystal layouts and white time healing, what does Brad like to do?
Brad
Brad's
practices
turn.
piano and he writes piano music. um, my my partner likes the Marvel universe.
Oh yes.
So I get subjected to not only the movies but the shows that come out.
Yeah.
The most recent one that we watched was the She-Hulk Attorney at
Okay.
Law. And he's also more of a Star Wars person than I am, so he's watching that Andor series right now, and I don't even know who
Oh,
that is or whatever.
yeah, I don't know
Um,
either.
we do end up watching a lot of TV and stuff, but it's how I balance. Yeah, being working with very high energies. White time is some of the highest that humans are allowed to work with right now. And there's ones that are even higher that I bring down and integrate into the experiences I have with people. Um, but in general, I just am, and I like sending energy to nature and uh, looking at the sun and hiking. Normal stuff. Yeah, I haven't gotten back into yoga yet, though.
No. No judgment. Maybe it's the spark that you need.
Yeah. So that's yeah. I mean, there's so much more, but
Yeah.
as people get to know me,
Yeah.
um, yeah. And again,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm excited. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a lot
I
of
look
fun.
forward to meeting everyone in your community, and yeah. So look forward to seeing everyone in March. March 4th is the
March
ArchAngel
3rd.
Experience.
March 3rd, right?
I thought March 4th and 5th, or whatever they are.
3rd,
Oh,
Friday, March 3rd. I don't know if you can backwards. And
yep.
then Sunday, March 5th.
Yes, that's correct. And you can also check my website out, which is in a process of rehabilitation, and see what else I offer. And these events are on my website, and they'll just bounce you right back to Tracie's. So, all right. Well, it's been nice chatting with you.
Yeah, I do have just maybe just a couple of questions. Like, do you want to record it though? So
Oh, I was gonna stop, but we can continue.
so do you want are you have things that you promote with your group? Do you have you don't have a list yet of Cleveland or Ohio, right? That's what we're starting with you for
We
your
should have maybe stopped the